Michael Parker was a taxi driver in Chicago. Every day he drove for nearly 14 hours just to pay rent for his tiny apartment and send a little money to his sick mother. Life had never been easy for Michael. His car was old. His wallet was always empty. But one thing he never lost was his kindness. One cold winter night, Michael finished his last ride and checked his wallet. Inside was just $20. That money was supposed to buy his dinner and gas for the next day. He sighed, started the car, and began driving home. As Michael stopped at a red light, he noticed something on the sidewalk. A young man was sitting on the curb, shivering in the freezing wind. His clothes were torn. His face looked exhausted and hopeless. Michael hesitated. He could ignore him. After all, he barely had enough money for himself. But something inside him wouldn't let him drive away. Michael parked the taxi and walked over. "Hey, are you okay?" he asked gently. The young man looked up. "I haven't eaten in 2 days," he said quietly. Michael looked at the $20 in his hand. That was everything he had left. For a moment, he thought about keeping it. Then he took a deep breath and handed the money to the stranger. "Get yourself something warm to eat," Michael said with a smile. The young man stared at him in shock. "Why would you help me?" he asked. Michael shrugged. "Because someday someone might help me too." Then he got back into his taxi and drove away, hungry but strangely at peace. That night, Michael went to sleep with an empty stomach. But his heart felt full. He didn't expect anything in return. He just believed kindness always mattered. The next morning, Michael woke up early and stepped outside his apartment. And then he froze. A black luxury car was parked right in front of his building. 2 men in suits stood beside it. When they saw Michael, they walked toward him. "Are you Michael Parker?" one of them asked. Michael nodded nervously. "Yes, why?" The man smiled. "Someone would like to meet you." Confused, Michael followed them into the car. After a short drive, they arrived at a massive office building downtown. Inside the office, a familiar face stood up from behind the desk. It was the same young man Michael had helped the night before. But this time, he was wearing a perfectly tailored suit. Michael blinked in disbelief. What is this?" he asked. The man smiled warmly. "My name is Daniel Carter," he said. "I'm the CEO of Carter Technologies." Michael's jaw dropped. Daniel continued. "Last night, I wanted to test something. I disguised myself and sat on that street for hours. Hundreds of people walked past me. No one stopped except you." Daniel picked up a folder and placed it on the table. Kindness like that deserves to be rewarded. Inside the folder was a contract. Daniel offered Michael a job managing the company's transportation department. The salary was more money than Michael had ever imagined. Michael couldn't believe it, all because he gave away his last $20. Before leaving the office, Daniel said something Michael would never forget. "Most people only give when they have plenty, but you gave when you had nothing, and that tells me everything about who you are." From that day on, Michael's life completely changed. But he never forgot the lesson. That got him there. Sometimes the smallest act of kindness can open the biggest doors in life.